right? Always a beautiful thing to get inspiration from God, man. You feel me? It's always a good inspiration. You feel me? It's always enlightening, and it allows you to ascend when you listen to the Christ, when you listen to God, when you listen to the words of the Eligio Bishop. It allows you to see things at a different perspective, and it allows you to gain clarity about what reality is and how you should go about moving in it, because no one taught us what reality was. No one taught us what this shit was. Nobody taught us what the earth is, yet alone who we are. You feel me? So the download that Chief posted, New Level, New Devil, was an inspiration for this download that I'm going to give. So it's always reflected light from the most honorable prophet, Eligio the Christ, my higher self. So ascension. What does it mean to ascend? Well, ascension is the process of you rising into a greater version of who you are. It's the process of becoming more aware and reaching a higher consciousness than you are at right now. I want to remind y'all, like God teaches us, that you are not who you are right now. You may think that, oh, I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I work here. I'm this. I'm a mother. I'm a father. But you are not who you are right now. You are who you are becoming. And another reminder, you are God. Flat out, pyramid. You are God. If nobody else told you, I know God told you, but if nobody else already told y'all, you are God. You feel me? And we are all part of God's imagination because we are living in God's dream. So with that being said, you are who you are becoming. Now, what you becoming, I don't know, but the whole purpose is for you to know that you are God and for you to align yourself with that divine truth. So when it comes to ascension and when it comes to you leveling up in life, again, ascension means for you to rise in a higher state of awareness, in a higher consciousness, because that's all you are. The first hermetic principle is all is mental. All is mental. This is a holographic reality, and everything in your reality is here to show you something about yourself, right? Like Chief teaches, the universe will give you tools or utensils for you to utilize in your growth, right? You're given people, places, and things in your reality to show you something about yourself, whether it's a negative aspect of you or whether it's a good aspect of you. But life is a video game. Life is a game. This is all a simulation, and you're here to level up in the game. Now, I don't know if y'all ever heard the saying, but a cell can only vibrate as high as its own environment, right? Because we know of epigenetics. Your environment is what's controlling your perception and ruling your genetic expression. So you can't vibrate higher than the people that you're around, the knowledge and information that you take in, the music that you listen to, the food that you listen to. This is all a part of you ascending and leveling up in your awareness, right? But the thing is, when it comes to ascension, a lot of us get stuck in ascending. A lot of us get stuck in elevating our minds and our consciousness and becoming aware. We get stuck in expanding our mind. Why is that? The reason being is because when you're going through your ascension process and you leveling up in life, remember the Buddha said that all suffering comes from attachments. The root to all suffering is due to attachments. So when we ascending and we trying to expand our mind and become more what we are, we get stuck, and some of us get stagnant. You feel me? I'm not separate from this. I'm a victim of this as well. You feel me? But we get stuck in our ascension because we are attached to people, places, and things. Now remember, there is no external world. There is nothing outside of you. You're living inside of your mind, your body. Everything is inside of your mind. So the people, places, and things that the universe has given you to utilize towards your growth, you have to be able to see them for what they really are. This is why Chi teaches us about astrology, so that you can know how your mind is using your thoughts to shape and manifest your world. So we get caught up and attached to the idea of a person, the idea of a place, the idea of a material object. I got a fourth house moon, so I can be very attached to family. I can be attached to traditional ways of doing things, but that's not going to help propel you towards your growth. So in the midst of your ascension, you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a choice whether to let go of these things or continue to move forward with these attachments, which is going to keep you stagnant. You feel me? We got attached to the idea of a fake God. Exactly. An idea of a fake white Jesus who didn't exist. But look, Jesus is not the problem. It's your perception and the ideas that you attach to it. The idea that you attach to was that somebody's going to come save you for and die for your sins and take accountability for your life. But when that's not the case, you are the only thing in existence and you are the only thing that's going to be able to take care of you. So when it comes down to it, change. A lot of us fear change. A lot of us fixed signs, Taurus, Leos, Scorpio, Aquarius. We are afraid of change. But change is nothing but death. And death is an inevitable thing. Everything is changing. Look at the seasons. We in wintertime right now. It's about to be spring. This shit going by fast. Everything is always changing. It's oh so subtly though. But you have to be aware of change and be open to change. If not, you're going to be stuck and you're going to stick with your attachment. It's going to hinder your growth and it's going to hinder you from ascending and expanding your consciousness and your awareness. So the idea that, oh, I'm going to be alone. The idea that, oh, I'm not going to have no money. The idea that I'm not going to have nowhere to stay. These are all ways of thinking based in your astrological program. And in your reality, it's going to show you and reflect and mirror back to you how you feel about yourself and how you think and perceive reality to test you. You're here to level up. It's like a video game, right? A lot of us, put it like this. A lot of us get stuck in things that we already been through, that we already learned. We already learned a lot of these lessons. And a lot of us get stuck because, oh, I got a kid with this person. Oh, I can't let go of my pension. I got a 401k. I can't let this go. That's what's going to keep you stuck. It's like you being in the 8th grade, passing the 8th grade, and you want to stay in the same grade. That's going to keep you stuck, and that's going to hinder you from growing. You got to level up now. You got to become more of what you already were. We can't be afraid of change, and that's why we get stuck in our lower self. That's why we get stuck in our attachment, because we are afraid of death. We are afraid of change. But remember, you're dying every day. You're dying every day. That girl that you got a baby by, that man that you got a baby by, that's not another person. That's a different version of you. That's a parallel universe of you showing you what you need to do or what you need not to do. You may be want to, peace to the gods, you may be want to level up and go into a tropical environment and get on your spiritual journey. But your spouse or your baby mom or your baby daddy won't allow you to take the child. Well, that's a test for you. This is a game. Now the test is, are you willing to sacrifice that and let that idea of family go so that you can become more what you already are? These are the real questions that we got to ask ourselves. This is the real life shit and the real life scenarios that we be going through. Because I know I've been through it. I got baby mothers and I have children. And I remember trying to be in the situation knowing like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be on my spiritual path. I done found God. I done found Chief already. I'm supposed to be in the tropics right now. I'm not supposed to be right here right now. So you're going to have to make the hard decisions. You're going to have to make sacrifices. And a lot of us don't want to make that sacrifice to grow. And that's why we stay stuck where we at. Y'all got to realize that there's something else other than going to get up and work a job and getting money. You have to believe that there's something else. But remember, you're still attached to the idea of Babylon. Babylon is a state of mind that takes shape and form as a place, right? And it's predicated upon material possessions and excessive sensuality. Getting all the material possessions. But what does it cost or what does it profit a person to gain the world yet forfeit their soul? What means more, your body or your mind? What means more, your mind or money? These are the questions that we have to ask ourselves in order for us to level up. Because at the end, it's going to be your idea that you have on your attachments that keep you stuck, that keep you held back. Like going into another grade, yeah. Your idea of not wanting to be alone or fear of change or you not wanting to go into the unknown is going to keep you back. Y'all laughing, but it ain't funny. Nothing is funny. But I understand that y'all don't take y'all lives seriously. Y'all don't take leveling up and expanding y'all awareness seriously. And that's okay. And that's okay. You're a parallel universe of me, showing me what not to do, showing me that I need to take my reality a lot more seriously. Because although this is a game and none of this exists, there is a way to play the game. And a lot of us playing the game the wrong way because we're afraid to grow. You can't grow in your comfort zone. You can't grow in being comfortable. You're gonna have to be comfortable getting uncomfortable in order for you to ascend in life. And at every level you get on, every level that you get on, you're gonna have new people, places, and things there as catalysts to show you who you are and show you what you need to be doing. It's simple. It's so deep though. It's so deep though. You gotta love TBZ. You gotta love change. Because if you're not changing, then you're not growing. If you're not changing, you're not evolving. And that means you're staying stuck, and that means that you're already dead. And that's what's going on. A lot of people are already dead because they're stuck with their attachments. I'll never leave my kid. I'll never leave this. But when your kid turn 18, they're going to leave you. When your mother and father get sick and get old, they're going to transition and leave you. So when you transition, you can't look back at your life and say, oh, I didn't level up in life and I didn't grow because I was holding on to this, because my mother or my father had a problem with what I wanted to do with my life, or my baby mother or my baby father had a problem with what I wanted to do with my life. So I decided to stay in a situation that didn't serve me. Let go of what no longer serves you. If you don't let go of what no longer serves you, and I'm not talking about just, and I'm not talking about just people. I'm talking about an idea of anything, right? You may have the wrong perception on eating, and your habits on eating is not allowing you to accelerate and expand your mind. Because when things get hard, when obstacles come, you decide to, I'm just gonna go eat and be lazy. I'm not gonna go put in no work. You say, is it true the human form is the weakest form of energy? I mean, a weak mind, a weak mind. What do I want to do in this life? Well, I'm becoming God. I am God. I'm an Eligio. I'm a repeater. I'm in my purpose. I'm on my mission. You're seeing what I'm doing, what I want to do in life. You're watching it. I'm going to be an example to humanity as to how we are supposed to do things, because that's what I was shown. That's what I was programmed to do. Everybody should, what you want to do in life, you should want to ascend and become the greatest version of you. Simple. No, I'm not saying I don't need no money. Matter of fact, while you said that, y'all send donations, man. Y'all send y'all love and support, man. You feel me? Y'all send y'all love and support. But you gonna need money, but guess what? You don't need money more than you need your morals and your principles. You don't need money more than you need values. Because we place our values in money, but the very thing that makes the world go round is ideas, it's thoughts, it's morals and principles. So you're gonna need morals and principles and values to even get money and to even keep that money. And most of the people that got money don't have morals and principles, and they don't value the right things, which is people. So they're not able to evolve and flourish and grow on a soul level, because they stuck on the attachment. Oh, I need money to do this. I need money to do that. But you don't. But you don't. And that's what's going to hinder you from leveling up. So a lot of us fear change. We fear growth. We fear it. But what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. All of this is an illusion. It's holographic. It's in your mind. So you letting go that person or that job or that city or state that you attached to that's hindering you from growing, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Or you're gonna stay where you at. And you can't blame that. You can't blame the catalyst. You can't blame the ingredients that came into your life to show you yourself. Because life is you.com. It's you versus you. It's me versus me. And how you respond to the simulation says everything about you. And that's why it's important for you to understand your astrological program. What did you come here to overcome? Where is your Saturn placement? Where is your North Node? What is your purpose? Where are you here to do? What weaknesses do you have? What challenges do you have? What strengths do you have so that you can utilize those strengths to level up consciously? But if you're not aware of how life works and what this reality is, then you're going to be stuck. And that's why Chief teaches us the knowledge. That's why God has came back and professed the kingdom to us so that we can all hear it, so that we can have everlasting life through applying that information. You feel me? You said you sent money to somebody that betrayed. See? And that right there, even that right there, TBZ, I'm glad you said that. Because Chief mentioned that in his download. How when you leveling up in life, you leveling up in consciousness, every new stage of life that you go into, you're going to have new people, new places and things, right? I remember first getting with one of my baby mamas. Things were so great. We loved each other. Everything was good. But when shit hit the fan, I was the worst nigga on the planet. What she say? The same lips they use to kiss your ass with, it's gonna be the same lips they use to curse your name. And you're gonna have to be okay with that. You're gonna have to be okay with, because warning always comes before destruction. When you leveling up, there's always a warning before the change comes. There's always a warning. Somebody might say something, somebody might do something, but there's always a warning before the change comes. So you need to be aware of that and prepare yourself, because it's about to happen. It's about to do a 360, right? That person, place, or thing about to do a 360. And guess what? When it's time for you to level up, right? Remember, in Grand Theft Auto, when you beat one level, when you beat one phase of the game, you go into a next one. But the other level of the game, the people, the places, and the things don't even exist no more. So when you level up, that old way don't exist. And that person, they don't exist no more either. You feel me? So you can't stay stuck on that. But what's gonna happen is that you're gonna look like the bad guy. You're gonna look like the bad guy, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. But you're gonna have to let that go and know that when you leveling up, things are gonna start leaving your reality. That's how it looks. The universe will start taking stuff out of your reality when it's time for you to level up in life. For instance, say that you may be dependent on your mother or your father. Well, the universe might die. The universe might take them out of your life so that you can see things clearly, so that you can depend more on yourself. And that's how it works. So the universe will take things out of your life for you to grow into the version of you that you're supposed to be. But if we're not aware, and if, oh no, things is going haywire, oh, a change is about to happen, and that's what usually happens. A lot of us see the warnings and want to cling on more. I don't know if y'all read tarot cards or not, but it's like one of the cards where the person holding on to 2 coins and forgot about the other coins or cups that he gonna get blessed with on the other side. You holding on to this person, place, or the thing, but on the other side, on the whole other side of that is elevation. It's expansion. It's you becoming more. It's you becoming greater. But you got to ask yourself a question. Do you want to ascend? Everybody's not here to ascend. Everybody's not here to expand their awareness and their consciousness of what reality is. But I am. But I am. If you an Eligio, you are. So we ascending. We leveling up in life. You said a lot of people get first given. Exactly. A lot of people get the universe send you a reward. And people get stuck on the reward. You want to know why? Because their intentions wasn't to level up. Their intentions was to get something and stay where they was at so they can feel comfortable about what they're doing. You can't ascend if you worshiping a false god. If you worshiping Jesus. If you worshiping a white man on a dollar bill, an invisible white man in the sky, you can't ascend through that. You're going to have to let go of that and start seeing things for what it is. Man is God. Man gave you the concept of God. So why is there an invisible man in the sky? Where is this God? We have the real God right here. But you're not going to level up and ascend in this game if you haven't figured out that Eligio Bishop is the Christ. If you haven't figured out that Eligio Bishop is the dreamer of the reality that you live in. So we get stuck on the catalyst. We get stuck on the people, places, and things that came into our reality to show us what we need to grow from. Right? You might be in a relationship with a woman who disrespects you, and you done tapped into nature boy. You thinking about polygamy, you thinking about being sovereign, you thinking about standing on that shit and being a man, but you dealing with a woman that's disrespecting you. But you don't want to be alone. So you're in limbo about letting it go and ascending, or staying stagnant and going through the disrespect, which will show you that you're not loving yourself. But the warning that the universe gave you was that this woman is disrespecting you, and the change is about to occur. And you got to let it go. You got to let the universe work its magic, right? You take one step towards the universe and it'll take two steps towards you. But don't be afraid that things are leaving your reality. Don't be afraid, oh, you don't got nowhere to stay right now. Don't be afraid, oh, you don't have no car right now. You don't have no food right now. Do not worry, because your heavenly mother knows exactly what you need. All you have to do is have faith. Faith in what you know. Faith in the fact that you know that the universe is a rhythm to it. It's up and down to it. It's up and down to it. The law of vibration, nothing stays the same. So you have to know that no situation stays the same. Just as much as it was up and everything was good, it can be down. And you have to know that. And you have to be able to ride the waves and keep the knowledge. And keep the understanding that God has given us, that you are everything in existence and that nothing can exist without you. So the fact that you are leveling up and the universe start taking people, places, and things out of your reality shows you that you're on the right path and you're doing the right thing. I know you might love that person. I know you might love that job. But the fact that you can't have it no more, God is pushing you. The universe is pushing you into your greatness. But a lot of us don't see it. A lot of us don't see it. You said, y'all don't understand. You don't have to fear Almighty God to get the wisdom. And that's the problem. One of the first things to knowledge itself is fear of the Lord. You gotta have fear of nature. You gotta have fear of not doing the right thing. In the Bible, it say that nothing comes before the kingdom. People wanted to come and join Jesus on his walk and on his spiritual journey. And he told them, they said, what do I have to do to join you? He told them, let go of everything. Let go of your mother, your brother, that money, all of that. Because it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom than a camel through the hole of a needle. You see what I'm saying? So you got to let go of everything. You got to have faith and trust in the universe that the universe will provide for you. But we lack faith in life because we've been given a white Jesus. We've been given the wrong information. When we supposed to be looking at the consciousness of Jesus, we looking at the messenger, but we not looking at the message. What was the message telling us? What was it telling us to apply to our lives? That's what you should be taking. Chief, the Eligio Bishop, God, what is he teaching us? Y'all worried about the messenger, but what about the consciousness of the messenger? Does that not hold any weight? So we're not going to sin until we clearly see what reality is, until we overcome our generational curses and be able to identify our generational curses through your astrological program, right? Your angels and demons are your aspects, your trines, sextiles, conjunctions, quincunxes, oppositions, squares. These are the things that you need to take a look at to see how you respond to life or to the video game throwing obstacles at you. No, Mother Nature ain't gonna play. I'm telling you, Mother Nature will take something out of your life so that you can ascend, because a lot of us be blocking our blessings. But you can't block the inevitable. You can't block the universe. So the universe comes snatch that out of your life to force you into your growth, to force you into your ascension. That's why we have gurus and mentors. That's why we have the most honorable prophet, Eligio Bishop, right? So that we can be guided into our higher self, right? A wise man learns from the mistakes of others, but a smart man learns from the mistakes of his own. It's time to be wise. If you keep learning from your own mistakes, that's cool, but you taking a long route to ascension. When you can learn from somebody else, you can learn from somebody else's trials and tribulations and be wise and ascend through that. Now you're going to have your own tests and your own obstacles, but you know what it look like now. You can't have nothing holding you back. It tell you in the Bible, you couldn't have nothing holding you back in order for you to become the Christ, in order for you to have the Christ consciousness, which is the greatest awareness that you are everything and everything is you. Sync ascending. Peace to the gods. Gua was good. Peace to the gods reflection. Peace to the gods reflection.
I listen. I come in peace, okay?
We
I
a
just want to
student.
tell you that I'm done. I'm
We a
done
student.
trolling you, okay?
You can't troll me. You can't troll me when I know that you're a catalyst from the universe to test me. You can't troll me when I know that you're inside of my mind. When I know you are me and I am you, and you're a lower frequency of the version that I am. Testing me so that I can ascend, because I have to have compassion for you all. That doesn't mean I have to entertain your ignorance, but that means that I'm supposed to do unto others as I would have them do unto me. So have respect so that you can ascend. Just like that right there. People gonna pop up in your life to test you, to see if you standing on what you say you standing on, for you to apply the morals and principles that you say that you value and that you hold close to yourself. So now we ascending, man. I know y'all can feel it. I'm not. I hope I'm not the only one that can feel it, but it's a shift taking place. I've been feeling the warning signs. It's a shift taking place. It's time to level up. It's time to become more. I feel it within myself. It's time for me to become more and step into my role as an angel within God's kingdom. The Art of J was good. So Ascension, like Chief say, new level, new devil. You feel me? Exactly. And it's almost that time, T Beezy. It's time to build. We building right now. We building our minds. We building our frequency so that when the time do come for us to be positioned in our own space, in our natural environment, we can appreciate it. We can sustain it, because we can sustain our minds. If you don't have the proper information, then you can't sustain anything. You're not gonna level up. And that's why you see people on here hating and being trolls, because they have yet to understand who they are. And they're being used as a catalyst to distract you and distract other people, even themselves, from growing and becoming a better version of what they are. Crazy. So you're gonna have to let go of what no longer serves you. Your attachments gonna keep you in the hell state of mind. Your attachments gonna keep you vibrating low. You feel me? But remember, your attachments are only figments of your mind's imagination. Just as we are all figments of God's imagination, the people, places, and things that the universe sends you to test you in your reality are different versions of you, and they don't really exist. So don't get caught up on the illusion. Let things take its course and level up. And Yankee, this the thing. People like y'all not able to see the kingdom. The kingdom is in the mind. The kingdom of God lies within you. So y'all talking about build this, and y'all ain't built this by now, but look at the work, look at the inner work that we're doing. See, y'all think that building is going to get some material shit. But we're in the age of spirituality. We're building our minds. We can't build no type of community, no type of country, no nation without reprogramming and building our mind. So while you saying that we ain't built nothing over all this time, look at the consciousness that has been built over time. Look at the wisdom that has been spread by the Honorable Prophet Eligio Bishop. You're not paying attention to that. Why? Because you're attached to distractions. You're attached to how other people feel about you feel. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people can't elevate and hear the message of cheap because they worried about what somebody else was gonna think about them. You see, y'all believe so much in Jesus. For you to call yourself God, you care about what somebody else gonna think about that. But remember, it said in the Bible, if you are ashamed to proclaim the name of God in front of public in this adulterous world, then when God come on his glorious throne with all his angels, he's going to be ashamed of you as well. Right, TB, they attached to Babylon, but you attached to something that's about to fall. You attach to something that can't sustain itself. It's a cancer. It's a cancer inside of our body, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, it's a cancer inside of our body that's destroying the planet that we inhabit. You can't ascend destroying what's sustaining your life. You can't even ascend not knowing that you are a part of this ecosystem. You can't ascend until you know that I'm a cell that makes up the earth's organism. Until then, you're going to stay in a hell state of mind. And you see how y'all worried about the messenger and y'all have yet to focus on the message? How you going to sin that way? You stuck and you attached to the idea what the internet put out about Chief. You stuck and attached to a negative narrative about what the internet put out, so you can't see truth. You want to know why? Because truth was never in you, Reflection. It was never in you. And people like that, y'all, that's what the universe gonna take out of your life. The naysayers, the haters, the trolls, the people that don't believe. The universe gonna take them out of your life. Don't be attached to them people. They already dead. They already sick. I don't care if it's your baby mother, your parent, whoever it is. Let the dead bury the dead. Jesus told the disciple that. He wanted to go back and bury his father. He said, let the dead bury the dead and you follow me and you do the will of God. You feel me? We did come up with our own religion. God has given us our true religion, which is science. You can't ascend until you change your religion, until you change your belief system, because that's what religion is. Religion is just a belief system. It's a way or a practice belief system, a way of life. Science is our way of life. Seeing things objectively for what they truly are is our way of life. You're not going to be able to level up in life and expand your mind staying stuck inside of a book. The Bible, Islam, all of these are reincarnation traps. They don't teach you about what life really is. Matter of fact, they teach you about astrology in the Bible and then tell you inside the Bible that it's demonic. They demonize it. You see how it's lies and truths in it to deceive you? But you attach to that, so you can't. So you attach to that literally, and the people who gave it to you, so you can't grow. And nobody can judge nobody though, TB. They judging people based off the past, but you can't judge anybody. Who are you to judge somebody? Point out the speck in your brother's eye, and you got a plank in yours. God is Akasha, welcome. How you gonna point out the speck in your brother's eye but got a whole plank in yours? You can't judge anybody. All you can do, if you see somebody did something wrong, all you can do is do better. Show people what not to do. Show people the right thing to do. But you stuck on what everybody else thinking, so you can't grow. You lost. You stagnant. You are God though, Reflection. When you die, you're gonna judge yourself. When you do some type of activity or you perform some type of work, who judges that work at the end of the day? You or somebody else? You do, because you are God. You are God. And until you understand that you are God and you are a finite piece of the all, then we got lessons. We got lessons. It's not past, he presently in Eligio, nor. So yeah, y'all. We gotta let things go to grow. We can't be attached to the catalyst or the tools that the universe has sent us to level up with. The universe gave it to you so that you can level up, not keep it. You can't keep anything. You can't possess anything. You can only occupy space. You can only occupy the energy for a time being. Everything is really temporary. And when those things leave your life, you have to be able to keep moving forward. That's facts. God said everything. God taught us about the whole universe. The whole universe, broke it all down. So we come from nothing. We created ourselves through thought. That's another principle that we have to understand in order for us to grow. That everything comes from your mind, that you're creating everything through thought. From thought, you are creating your whole reality. You feel me? Come on, man. No, they not seeing that. They don't see that. They don't see that because they not here. They surface dwellers. Surface dwellers will never find the truth. They'll never find the truth. Never. Never, ever. Because they worrying about the catalyst that came to bring the message and they're not paying attention to the message. And that's what happened in the Bible. People in the Bible. Read the Bible. I don't think y'all read the Bible. Because if y'all read the Bible, then y'all will understand what God is going through. If you read the Bible, everybody was hating Jesus. But he didn't do nothing but come and bring a message. Fuck who he was. What he was saying was real. What he was saying was true. What he was saying, you can apply that to your life for you to level up. But you see how the devil works. The devil don't work. The devil don't want people to grow. The devil don't want people to ascend. So these people are being used as instruments to spread negative narratives, to stop other people from getting the message. But don't let these people stop you from getting the message. They're a test. And you're meant to go over them, around them, or under their ass. You're here to level up over them. Pyramid. I do value my work. I do value what I do. That's why I do. I'm not going to do anything that I don't value. People should value themselves, but people don't value themselves. People value money. People don't value their God-given talents and abilities. They value what they can gain from it. Not knowing that God gave you them talents for you to help somebody else, for you to help somebody else evolve and level up in life. Nay Moon was good. Cashy. So we gonna have to let go. We gonna have to let go. I was watching a movie yesterday. It was called Leaving the Earth Behind. You gonna have to be willing to let things go and leave shit behind, but you're not leaving anything. I wanna let you know you're not leaving or letting go of nothing. Right? Some of us gotta let go of family members. Some of us gotta let go of children. Some of us gotta let go of riches. Some of us got to let go of status, but you're not letting go of anything. It's only being alchemized. If you know how the universe works, you know that the universe is going to strip you of that situation to alchemize it, to put you in a better situation because everything is happening for you. The universe doesn't work against you. It's working for you. The universe, your assistant. The universe, your personal assistant. How you gonna have a personal assistant and not listen to it? Let go of my manhood. Yeah, I had to let go of the idea of what I thought was manhood, which was getting money and fucking bitches and just chilling. That ain't being a man. Having kids, that's not being a man. Just because you can make kids and get some money don't mean you're a man. You see what I'm saying? Are you in submission to Allah? Are you in submission to the universe? Are you ruled by objectivity? Do you teach yourself? Do you teach your women and children? Are you sovereign? Do you have morals and base yourself on morals and principles? This is what a man is. What you consider a man is not a man. You feel me? Let go of my manhood. No, I actually gained my manhood. In order for me to ascend and grow consciously, I had to let go of the little boy ways that I had before I got with God. I had to let go of the little boy ways that I had to become this person, to become more. You say a man take care of his family and I abandon mine. Well, let's talk about that. Well, what is family? Family is frequency, like God teaches us. It even tell you in the Bible. Jesus' brother and mother was coming to talk to him. They was outside waiting behind the gate for him. They said, Jesus, your mother and brother are outside. He said, who's my mother and brother? He looked at his disciples and said, my mother, brother, and sister are those that do the will of God. So yeah, that's right. A real man do take care of his family, but family is frequency. Those that do the will of God. Those that think like you and that's doing the same thing as you. This is my family. If you imagination, you're my family. We've all portaled through our biological family for us to level up. They're catalysts for us to level up through. You're not here to stay with that family your whole life. You came here to evolve them. You came here to grow. They're your generational curses. They hold your generational curses. You can't heal in the same spot with the same people that you got sick with. How you gonna sin if you still with your biological family and they still living in the same city, on the same block, doing the same thing, working the same job? And then a lot of y'all, you say a man wouldn't abandon his family, but a lot of y'all is working in the system for a white man, and he's giving y'all the money and providing y'all the money to take care of y'all family. That's not being a man to me. That's what I got away from. That's an attachment that I got away from depending on a system that's designed to destroy us to provide for me and my family. That's what I'm not going to do, because God has given us all talents, all type of gifts and talents that you have to tap into for you to sustain yourself. But you got to put your faith in God and apply that. You got to put the work in your talents. This is one of my talents, speaking and communicating with a group and a mass group of people. I have been given divine knowledge of self. I got the Holy Spirit. So this is a gift that I have been given, a cosmic blessing to teach and develop this gift of communicating in a way that I can touch the souls and genetics of other people that think like me, that are on the same vibration as imagination. But a real man makes decisions that's best for everybody. Me staying in a relationship with either one of my baby mothers and going to work a job and getting money and trying to be a man with them, that wouldn't help me, or that wouldn't help them. That wouldn't help me grow, and that wouldn't help them grow, because I will only be showing them how to perpetuate generational curses. A real man is sovereign. All praise to my chief. He showed us how to go out into the jungle, be sovereign, not do away with the system. Organize your own shit. Create your own shit. I don't need their job to be who I am. I'm God. So I want you to rethink what you said about a real man not abandoning his family. With family is frequency. And we all portaled into this lifetime to let go and overcome our biological family. Some of us got lessons with children. I know growing up, my parents was very controlling over me. Whatever they said, nah. Fuck what you talking about. It's what I said. That's controlling as fuck. So the universe is kind of like, it's kind of like a two-edged sword, but the universe has blessed me this lifetime to be able to not be in that type of situation that I was in my past life as my mother and father, so that I can focus on me and focus on my God-given gifts, so that I can be the greatest version of myself and be an example to my family of how we are supposed to be. A lot of y'all showing y'all family white supremacy. Y'all not helping y'all family. You think you helping your family? It's best that you leave them, my nigga. It's best that you leave them if you're going to show them white supremacy. Pyramid. It's best that you dip out if you're going to show them white supremacy. I can never be hungry and homeless. I can never be hungry and homeless. Do I look hungry? Nigga, I just cut my hair. Do I look hungry and homeless? Stop it. Stop it. Queen of Kings. Hold on. Queen of Queens. Peace reflection. So, I'm not understanding where y'all coming from. And that's why y'all stuck where y'all at. Because y'all don't want to let go of your attachments. Y'all think that y'all have to be fathers and mothers. Look, reincarnation is having kids. Like God teaches us. Reincarnation is having children. And this is not the time to be having children or being attached to children that's inside of y'all attached to men and women and families and children that's inside of Babylon. You're not gonna sin being attached to them because they attached to a sickness. They're sick. You trying to help them get unsick, but that's just gonna make you sick. You gotta slide. Come on now. A lot of us don't need to be having sex because a lot of us don't understand sexuality. A lot of us shouldn't be having kids because right now we're having kids to put our kids right in the system. To go put your kid right in the school system, the public education system, for them to be a battery. For them to be taught how to go work. They put you in school for 8 hours a day. You go to work for 8 hours a day, don't you? That's the same thing. It's a different simulation. Same shit, different toilet. Come on. So y'all having kids and getting in relationships out of insecurities and generational curses. You get in a relationship because you're afraid to be by yourself, but you will never be by yourself. Matter of fact, you are by yourself because you are the only thing in existence. You feel me? Come on now. You ain't see me on the news, nothing. What you saw was us going back into nature. If your third eye open, if your mind, if your awareness is truly open, if you truly can see, what you saw was people on the news throwing shit out the house and us walking into the woods. Us leaving Babylon and walking into nature on y'all ass like this. That's what y'all really saw. Y'all really saw black people leaving white supremacy and going back in tune with nature. That's what y'all saw. Y'all think y'all saw some squat and shit because that's what they promoted to y'all and displayed to y'all. But deeper than that, y'all was watching black people leave white supremacy, leave these homes that they cut down trees to build and all this shit, and watch us walk right into our natural environment. That's what y'all saw. But I don't think y'all watching. Y'all really sleep. And that's going to be a part of Ascension too. You might have to be homeless. You don't know what the universe got in store for you. You may be so you may have grown up in the same house all your life, always had everything you need, got your way, everything came to you easy. The universe might put you in a situation where you might have nothing and you don't got nobody to count on so that you can understand how I feel and become more resilient and have faith in the universe and have faith in yourself and not in Babylon. You can't be homeless because you work. Work for who though? You work for who though? And then when the system fall and the dollar fall, who you gonna be working for? But God taught us we work for nature. We work for nature. Not for the system, not for what's destroying you. You know what? I'm gonna start muting y'all. I'm gonna do y'all a favor. The truth hurts. The truth do hurt. The truth do hurt when you stuck in your lower self and you can't ascend because you got attachments. The update on God is that 3 is free. That's the update. We ascending. We leveling up over Babylon. Babylon time's up. This shit over with. It's gonna fall. The only thing that matters is knowledge of self. That's the only thing that matters. Knowledge of self. When the money gone, are you a good person? Are you somebody people want around? Are you a pleasure to be around? Are you? What do you have to offer? Are you of service? Can you serve? Because you serving money right now, which is given to you by another person. But what happened when the money don't mean nothing and we have to serve each other? And we have to love ourselves through each other. It's going to be a different ball game. You're going to be at the bottom of the barrel because you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the morals and principles. You're going to have to learn. And y'all going to see. Y'all going to see. Y'all going to see. Y'all run it up, man. Y'all run it up. My cash out right up there, man. Y'all run it up. Creme Della. Mystic. Pretty Gemini. What's up, Reflection? Welcome to the live. So be prepared to let go of what no longer serves you, because the universe gonna take it out your life anyway. So prepare yourself for change. We in Pluto and Aquarius. Prepare yourself for change. Prepare for for family members to start dying. Yeah, Saturn about to go in the eighth house too. So prepare for destruction and transformation, because this is the time where we begin to level up, and you're gonna need to have knowledge itself for that ascension process to take place. Reflection.
Yo, greetings.
Peace to the gods. How you feeling?
Peace.
What's the
All is
word?
well, all is abundant.
What's the
Just
word?
chilling. I had a question. I have a question on your definition on sovereignty. Sovereignty.
My definition on sovereignty is to be able to sustain yourself without the government, without the system that's in place right now. For you to be able to provide for your family and harness your own natural resources that money buys you, because that's why we go and get money. You get money to get food, water, shelter, and electricity. In our natural environment, the sun is our electricity. We got fresh water everywhere. It's food on the trees everywhere. You can sleep outside in a tent because the weather is good. There's no winter or fucking fall seasons down there where it's snowing and 40-degree weather or negative 20-degree weather. So to be sovereign means for you to be up under the jurisdiction of God, for you to be up under the jurisdiction of the universe, and for the universe to provide for you through you applying divine knowledge itself into your reality. That's what I believe sovereignty to be.
Okay. Do you think that it's only one way to do it, or is
Well,
multiple
I
ways?
mean, there's many ways to do a lot of things, but the narrow road, the righteous road is a narrow road, and few are on that path. So just like it's really one truth, it's really like one way to reach sovereignty, and that's through going through the Christ consciousness. That's through going through the mind of the dreamer. So everybody, whoever wants to be sovereign, you're going to have to go through the mind of Eligio Bishop, because yeah, you may think that you're sovereign because you're in a system getting money and you might be a millionaire, but when the dollar has no more value, you're going to have to learn how to get in tune with nature. And there's order and rank in nature. There's structure and order in nature. And this is our king. This is the being, the avatar that's going to show everyone how it. He already showed everybody how it looked to be sovereign. Now, through you applying that knowledge, you can become sovereign too.
hmm Now, when it
So,
comes down to like, is it more when it comes down to investing, like I guess like in not just like solar panels, are you looking for um what do you call them, like the vehicles that move, that you can carry your whole house on, like a damn, it's off the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm talking about, that has basically all of the, like all your main like household things, but that, like when it comes down to just like living off the grid, is that the main thing, or what's your version of doing it?
well, you already watched it, Flute. Like you already know what it looked like. God has already shown us. You know what it
Right.
looked like.
Would you say that you would have to invest into doing it, or do you think you can do it without uh, any money?
See, and that's the problem. When y'all think about investments, y'all think about money. Money is a currency.
hmm
Money is a currency. It's an electrical current. You are electrical. The electrical currency of your body, like God teaches, is your thoughts. So it's not necessarily about investing with money. We're going to have that because we're God. We are the head of the planet. So we're going to have that. But it's more so you investing in knowledge itself, and you investing in learning and knowing who you are and knowing what reality is. You feel me? It's investing in your mind, not money. You got to, even to get money, you have to invest in the knowledge to get the money. So it's you having an investment in the highest thoughts that you can have on this plane of existence. and then applying that to your reality to get your ROI, to get your return on your investment. But you have to take one step towards the universe, and it will take two steps towards you. So that means to focus on the kingdom, right? Matthew 6:33. What did it say? But focus on the kingdom and his righteousness, and all of these things should be added unto you as well. So the land, the solar panels, all of these things will be added unto us. We're not worried about material things because they come when they need to come. What we are focused on is making sure that we're applying divine knowledge to our realities and making sure that we're living in my yacht. That's the only investment that you need to
Okay.
do. Invest in the five sciences. Invest in understanding that you are a cell inside of your body and that you cannot vibrate as high as your environment. You cannot ascend without placing yourself in a conducive environment, around conducive people, around conducive information, music, TV, infomercials, all of that. That's the investment that we should be making. Money gonna come. You shouldn't even be thinking about money. Money should be the last thing you think about. Matter of fact, you should be thinking about what it is that you want, not about how much money you
Now,
want.
is it the key? I'm trying to get an understanding. Are you saying that it's necessarily the key thing is to get out of the system and try to go into a tropical environment and be, to be able to live, right? Because I can agree with you if you're talking about like us getting out of the cold and just getting away from, some of this bull crap that's in these cities.
All right,
But go ahead.
now watch this. Let me explain this to you because what you said was
Hmm.
what you said made me realize that
Hmm.
collectively we're focused on material things.
Right.
No matter where, like Chief teaches us, no matter where you go, there you will be because you live inside of your own mind. Everything is inside of your mind. You're living inside of your own mind. So you can move to the tropics. You can move to the jungle. Good. That's swell. Fine and dandy. But if you haven't overcame Babylon within your mind, if you still carry the Babylon mentality, then you will only bring Babylon to the tropics. And you're going to destroy
Okay. So
you're going to destroy the
give me.
tropics there. That's why I told you that that's why Chief teaches us that you need to focus on knowledge yourself. Don't worry about moving. Worry about
Okay.
moving your mind. Move your mind. Everybody want to move their
Okay.
body. Sit still and move your mind.
So what? So check it out. Check it out. What's your definition on just the Babylon mind? Like just like if you
Boy,
could do it in one word.
if you go
Okay.
if you go look
Uh-huh.
at the definition of Babylon, it's going to tell you that Babylon is a place which is really a mentality that's based in the seven deadly sins. It's based in excessive sensuality, right? People being overly materialistic. That's what Babylon is. People placing themselves in a material world and being so gung ho on a material world when there is no material world, truly. When the material world is nothing but subatomic particles, and inside of those are 99.9% dark matter. Nothing truly exists. So we focus on materialistic things when we should be focused on the kingdom. We should be focused on our mind, the womb of consciousness through which all things come from.
Okay,
Babylon,
so you're saying basically you want to kind of live like a lifestyle similar to the Amish?
bro, that's not what I'm saying. And you know what type of lifestyle that I'm
Because,
going to be living because you seen Chief live it. So you asking me
well,
something
hold
that
up.
you
The,
asking me something that you've already witnessed, Reflection.
well, the thing is, the Amish live without a lot of material things, right?
But we're not Amish, Reflection.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying is y'all different. Y'all doing a
The
different
Amish are
thing.
still Caucasian and Europeans, and they still live in Babylon. Okay, they live close to nature. Why they not helping the rest of nature? Why they not helping black people?
Mm. Okay, that's a different point of view. Yeah. So ultimately, I'm just trying to just hear you out. Like I said, this it's not no. I'm not judging you at all. I'm just wanting to just
I
kind of
mean,
get your.
you couldn't judge me,
Mhm.
brother, because the same measures that you use to judge me, they'll be used to judge you. You can't judge me because we're all flawed.
Right, I'm hearing you out. I mean, the thing is, I'm just wanting to get your definition on Babylon and just when it come down to using money. Because my understanding is, yeah, we use money to buy a lot of frivolous things, versus buying the things that we need versus the things that we want. So
Right.
I can maybe understand, but I feel like if we're spending on things, that can uplift our art, our creativity, that's not really too frivolous.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy things to elevate your craft. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't do things for money.
Right. I get, but I also think, if you want to live like a luxurious lifestyle, or being able to like live, super wealthy, that money can help you succeed those things.
Bro,
However,
let, let me
what we
let,
see,
let me
go ahead.
I want to bring you clarity because I fucks with money, my nigga. Like we're rich. We are rich, bro.
Right.
Like we're gonna be living in luxurious palaces and shit, bro. Like I'm not
Hmm.
telling you like don't use money, don't get money. I would be a fool to tell you that because we live in a system that's based in money. That's where people value money, and that's how we need to barter with each other to get what we gonna get. But what I'm saying is that it's how you go about doing things. It's not what you do; it's how you do it.
Right.
And,
Now, are you
and
talking about as far as the type of day jobs that we work,
you
as
shouldn't be
far as like
working
that?
no. You shouldn't be working no job, bro. Like you shouldn't be working no job. If you have to,
So let me ask you
if you
this.
have to, cool, do what you gotta do, but make sure you alchemizing those resources to get you in a better position, in a better predicament.
Okay, so check this out. What's your take on the people that, like the paramedics, the firefighters, um, just in day to day, like you don't think that is necessarily needed, or are
No,
we supposed to do that on our own?
did we have paramedics
Mhm.
and doctors in indigenous times?
I mean,
No,
not to my
we had people
knowledge.
in the village that was natural healers. There's natural remedies for us to
Hmm.
take care of everything by ourselves. And being in our natural environment, we got the sunlight. The sunlight is going to destroy any type of virus, anything that you feel me. So, and then if you look
Right.
at
I'm
it, then
listening.
if you look at it, the medical doctors, they're the number one leading causes of death in the whole country. But y'all putting y'all
Now we
faith
can
in them.
agree on that. Right. But what about when we look at the firefighters? The running in, being able to save people's lives and going to sparing people with fires and stuff. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean that they're part of God. They're a part of the universe, being used as a catalyst to make sure things are cool in the system that we live in. They're doing their job, but the job that they're doing, the
Hmm.
people that they work for, the corporation that they work for, is not living in tune with nature. So at the end of the day, yeah, you might have saved somebody out of that fire, but you're not really helping nobody. But
Well, I'm going to get.
but they're needed in
Go
the
ahead.
system. But they're needed in the system, just like the doctors are needed in the system. If you break a bone, I'm gonna go to the doctor and make sure you put that bitch back in place. Like they're useful. But what I'm saying is how you utilize these things, God. We're not saying to do away
Right,
with
right.
money. We're not saying to do away with everything because that would be foolish. You have to become an alchemist and utilize things for your growth, right? Like Chief teaches, people, places, and things come to you. The universe gives them to you as a catalyst for you to get to where you're going, for you to get to the next level in life, right?
Hmm. Yeah. See, the thing for me is I always felt like the people that work doing like this, like saving people's lives, putting their life on the line for another person, they should get paid extra money because
But look though, we
that's
should
that's
nobody
a
should be
that's a
getting
big
paid
job.
anything. Nobody should be getting paid anything because we are all equal in value but different in function. Why do we have a hierarchy when it comes to classes with money? When there's somebody with better skills and talents than the person who has all the money.
Well, let me say this. I don't think a lot of people want to, put themselves, put their lives on the line just, to go and save somebody that they, a complete stranger, you know, as a job.
Okay, so look,
That's why I feel like they should get
so they
they
go
should get paid
so they
for
go
it.
save the person out of a burning house for the person to go
Hmm.
get back in another house and still go be living in Babylon. Did they save that person's life for real?
Mm,
And then ask yourself this: would that fireman go save that person out that burning house without getting paid that money?
I feel like this. If he still had the skills to do it, I think he would have did the righteous thing. Just out of being a sane human being, right? Or do you
Let me
disagree with
answer this
that?
question. You said why would somebody work for free? You're working for free already. You are already working for free. But nothing in nature works for free. I want to tell you that. But what you are doing inside of Babylon, you are working for free. And I'll tell you how. Who owns the money in Babylon? The banks. The banks print the money. The banks give the money to all the corporations. The banks do. So when you go get the money from your job, you get a 2 week check, a week check, wherever you work at a temp agency, you got a business, you get a 2 week bi-weekly check, however it go. They give you the money and then you go home, pay your bills, buy your food, get gas, buy clothes, all of this money and stuff that you're buying and using to buy, you're giving that money right back to the bank, and then you go back to work, and the bank gives it back to you again, for you to give it back to them again, for you to give it back to them again, for them to give it back to you. That's working for free. You're working for three hots in a cot for real. Talk about jail. So let's really make it make sense. When you working in Babylon, you're working for free because you're giving the money right back to the people. You're not able to go. You're not taking the money and going to get your own shit in your own environment. You're giving it back to the same people that gave you the money, and then it's a recurring loop. It's a rat wheel. They said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different response, a different result, right? Is that not insane for y'all to be doing? But
Yeah.
you can
I
you
mean,
can you can, you can
go ahead.
sugarcoat it and you dress it up how you want to dress it up to feel good about the situation that you're in. But that's not my yacht. You feel me? It's not intelligent to go do that. Even a millionaire tell you that the worst way to go get money is to go work for, is to go to a job because you want somebody else's time. We belong to nature. We belong to God. It said in the Bible. They said, "Hey Jesus, what should we do about the taxes? What should we do about the denarius?" He looked at the denarius, which was the dollar at that time. It had Caesar on there. He said, "Well, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's." Human beings belong to God. You feel me?
Now, my take on this is I think that a lot of people are doing things that they don't want to do. And I always say, man, when it comes down to it, don't work
Everybody's doing
a
things that they
job
don't
that
want
you
to do
just
because they don't
feel.
know who they are.
Well, hold up. I always say this. I don't think that a lot of people should be doing things that makes them miserable, but they should want to do things that make them feel good. Even though we can all say that every line of work is gonna, be time, it's gonna have some type of increments and it's gonna be, time consuming. But I do think that you should be wanting to do the things that you love and are inspired to want to do for the benefit of other people or yourself.
And,
You
nah, not,
know,
I mean,
that's just
absolutely,
my take.
absolutely. But what you're doing, you should be doing this for other people. Like, yes, it's for you, but your God given gifts are for someone else.
Mm.
It's from somebody else. They're not for you. They're not for you to go make $1 million, $16 million, and not help nobody. Those gifts, you see all these entertainers and rappers, they getting all this money for themselves, but it's millions of homeless people that's outside, people on addictions, people that got kids out here on the street. But you got $1 million to use your gift and talents. That's selfish. You ain't helping nobody, and that's why we live in Babylon. That's why we in the situation that we in right now.
But I
Preach to the
feel, check
gods.
this out. I do feel like a lot of those people can still get have the opportunity to get a job. You know, I know that there's a lot of people that's unemployed, but I do
Well,
think
well,
that,
why would you
there's
want
some
them to go
type.
get a job though? Why would you want them to go get a job?
I mean, but wouldn't you agree that everything in nature kind of pretty much works?
Everything
Even
does
in,
have to work,
even,
but
right.
everything in nature bees its natural organic self for it to be provided for. You don't see squirrels running around talking about, yeah, I'm about to go to the gym and shoot these basketballs so I get in the NBA. No, it's just being a squirrel. If you, human beings, they don't know.
But here's my,
We don't know who we are. We don't know our
what,
gifts and talents because we don't know how our mind works. So if you don't know who you are, someone else will tell you who you are. And come on, let's go work over here. You're a cashier now. Whole time you good with music astrologically. You can be doing your own thing, helping people with your talents. But somebody you don't know who you are, somebody else, oh, okay. You're a construction worker. Come over here and work for me.
well, my take on it is this. Like, instead of trying to, stop these people from working, I say, like, when
I'm
it
not trying
comes
to
down
stop
to it,
anybody
let
from
these,
working.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the people in general that don't want to employ people to work.
Look, look, look,
I'm
look.
saying when it
Let's
comes,
let me say this. Let me say this. Because
hmm
I'm not saying we don't have to work, reflection. Because nothing in nature is free. You're gonna have to
I'm
do
not,
some type of work. Like right now, I'm working. Like I'm working for the universe right now. But I'm not going to clock in
hmm
and do I'm not going to clock in and do nothing. I'm on my own time. I'm using my own talents, my own skills, my own resources. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to nobody's job and clocking in and working for them. I'm not saying that you don't have to work. You're gonna have to faith without work is dead. But the
right. But
concept
my
of
thing is
going to
this.
work,
My thing is this.
the concept of going to be employed in Babylon is backwards. And that's Babylon. That's what
But
I'm saying.
here,
And it's like
but
almost
hear
like
me
you're
out.
asking me questions to like validate what you're doing.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out. Would you prefer those people that are not that are unemployed to be, going head to head and trying to beat people versus, trying to give them an opportunity where they can, be able to work with the people and try to, get an honest day's pay. I wouldn't want nobody trying to crack my head, trying to steal, trying to rob and steal from me. You know where I'm coming from?
Uh, no, I don't.
Like, I'm saying that if I'm, somebody that's working for my money, I wouldn't want to see nobody out on the street and trying to one up on me and trying to, get me for my money. That's what I'm saying. Is like, give these people an opportunity so they can work where they won't be trying to,
Well,
so
listen
desperate
to
to.
your mentality though. Like you want people to go work. Like that's not no. And you live
But
in
you wouldn't
fear.
want them robbing each other.
You're saying that out of fear. Like you're afraid that somebody's gonna come take from you. But if you didn't do anything wrong and you're not out here creating bad karma, then there's no reason for you to be worried about anything like that. And like 963
Right.
said, Chief already taught us cosmic currency. You place your focus and your attention wherever on whatever it is that you want, and it shall and it must come to you. Now, depending on how great the thing is that you want, that's going to determine how much focus and attention you're going to have to put on it. But it's cosmic
But
currency.
not everybody has that knowledge of self. That's what I'm saying.
Well, God has came back to give everybody knowledge of self, and what you choose to do with it says everything about you. And if you decide to get destroyed in the end, it's because you destroyed yourself, because you decided to be a smart man and not learn from your own mistakes, and not be wise and learn from the Messiah that came to give you grace.
Hmm. Now I feel where you're coming from. I don't think I'm trying to be combative. I just wanted to share my point of view so you can kind of get an understanding of where I'm coming from.
Now I understand where you're coming from, but I do understand. I also understand that where you're coming from is based in fear, and it's based on a lower self mentality, and that's just not where we vibrate at.
Well, I can tell you, I've got I'm a street performer. I do music,
Mhm.
and I've gotten robbed on the street a couple of times. Some people tried to run off with my bucket, and I'm like, well, shoot. If these people had the opportunity to go and work, and do something, then they would be, trying to mess with a street performer.
Well,
That's what that's my
maybe that was
point.
the universe showing you that maybe you need to do what you're doing in a better environment. Or maybe that was the universe showing you that, hey, I'm going to take this away from you to see if you have faith to keep going.
Hmm.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, about people. There is nobody else. You took that from yourself to see how you was going to respond to it.
Right, right. That's an interesting take. I'm gonna think on that.
Most certainly. Most certainly.
But hey, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come up and converse with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
For sure. You have a great rest of your day,
You
man.
too, reflection. I love myself. So yeah, y'all, we gotta change our mentality on how we look at life, man. This is not what you think it is. This is not what you think it is, bro. Evil Muggsy, I had to get you up out of here, boy. I had to slap you up out the room. I had to slap you up out the room. One love was good. Catch up if you can. Catch up if you can. Granny, what up? Peace, reflection. Peace to the gods. You feel me? You feel me? 963 had to slap him out the room. He tripping. Who you go on somewhere. Satan, get behind me. Satan, get behind me. You see how they want to demonize shit? But guess what? The universe smacking people around right now, and they going through their trials and tribulations. Y'all better focus on y'all life. Y'all better focus on getting y'all mind right and building your minds and building knowledge of self and who you are. Because it ain't gonna be no building, no type of community. They ain't gonna be building no money, none of that. They ain't gonna be stacking nothing until you stack knowledge. I always look handsome. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm an angel. You feel me? I'm grateful. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about Ascension and how, you feel me, new level, new devil. You feel me? When it's time for you to level up, the universe is going to take things out of your life. People, places, and things. Just to test your faith. To test your faith and see if you truly believe and if you truly standing on what it is that you say you standing on. I appreciate that, Granny. You feel me? So remember, the root to all suffering is attachments. And we ain't attached to nothing physical because this is the spirit realm. We're attached to ideas and programs within our mind that we have to reprogram with divine information. Divine information gonna heal your mind. Like Chief T, to heal your mind, you must change your perspective on what's going on with you. You feel me? A lot of us, and even the ideas, like say for instance, like I got like insecurities and doubts about getting online and speaking this information because I know that y'all don't want to hear this shit. I know that a lot of people don't want to hear it, and there's more hate than it is people agreeing to the message. But that's a test. I have to let go of that idea and the attachment of the idea so that I can level up. I can't become who I'm supposed to become if I'm holding on to those old ideas that no longer serve me. So I have to get uncomfortable and move and have faith and take one step towards the universe and watch it take two steps towards me. You feel me? You have to be able to overcome your mind, because this is all your mind. You have to be able to overcome your mind. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And if you're not aware of how your mind is going to utilize reality to play a game on you, you're going to get tricked. Chief teaches us that we're all God, and God likes to play the forget game. God gives itself amnesia so that it can think that it's not God, just so that it can remember that we're God, just so God can remember that it's God. And this is what we're doing. And as God, the universe, we're putting people, places, and things as catalysts and obstacles in our reality to test us. Now, if you don't know your chart or your program, then you're not going to know how the tests are coming. You're just going to think that life is happening and you're going to play a victim to life. But you're in control of what happens to you. You're in control of how you respond to what happens to you. Knowledge of self. And that's going to start your ascension process. But during that ascension process, it's going to be signs telling you that shit about to change. Exactly. Overcome your mind. Overcome your mind. You have to overcome your thoughts. There is no enemy outside of you. We talk about white supremacy and Europeanism. That's not a person. It's not a person. It's a mentality that we have been programmed with. So we're going through a higher and a lower self battle, spiritual state of warfare inside of our minds. And you're battling your righteous thoughts and your lower self thoughts. It's a me versus me. Exactly. It's me versus me. So you have to understand how your mind is using your thoughts to give you your reality and your obstacles, so that you can utilize your angels or your positive ways of thinking to overcome those debilitations, to overcome the negative way of looking at life, or those negative thoughts that's projecting you a reality of chaos. It all comes from you knowing your mind. That's why Chi teaches divine knowledge of self. That's your whole purpose. Your whole purpose is to come here and know who you are, to know that I am that I am. And I am everything and everything is me. And when you know that you are everything and everything is you, then you can't move in separation. Your mind won't allow you to see certain obstacles take place in your reality and you play a victim to it, or you not notice what it truly is there for. Study. In order for you to know yourself, you got to study yourself. You got to study. You feel me? Study. Maestro, what up? Treasure, what up? So yeah, ascension. We in ascension mode. We letting go of what no longer serves us. We not attached to always a being, always a doing things. None of that. We're growing. We're evolving. Everything's evolving. The hair on your head, you can't see it growing, but before you know it, it's hanging down your head because everything is happening so subtly. We all looking for short-term gratification, instant gratification, like some instant oatmeal. Niggas want instant gratification. But no, what's truly worthy and what's truly of value, it's going to take effort and it's going to take longevity. It's going to take for you to sustain your focus and your attention on it. And if you want to know who you are, then you're going to have to sustain your focus and pay attention to what you are and invest in that. Everybody want to go invest in the money. Oh, let's go to the tropics. Let's move. I watched everybody. Trust me, I've been watching Chief since 2017. I've been watching God for a minute. I watched everybody, people that was with them, people that was on in other little tribes, just hop out and go into the tropics. And hey, I'm living outside in the jungle and we free as fruit on the trees. But what happens when you don't know yourself and you in nature, and nature don't got no subliminal messages that's suggesting you to go and work a job and for you to be in your lower self? It's only showing you purity. So it's going to give you clarity and clearly show you who you are. So I watch people go into nature and get shown themselves and run away from what they were shown because they didn't do the inner work, because they didn't invest in the inner work. They invested in the tropics, but they didn't invest in healing their mind, their DNA, and making sure that they properly knew how to move throughout life. You see what I'm saying? So that all starts in the mind. You feel me? This is the holographic universe. All is mental. What you perceive to be outside of you or external of you is the inside of you. It's inside of your mind. So don't be deceived by, oh, this pretty woman, you get involved with a pretty woman. Oh, now y'all in a relationship, y'all have a baby. But her mind's still in Babylon. You thinking about going to tap in with imagination. You done found God. You done found the dreamer. You trying to go get on your spiritual journey. But the baby mother and the child is still attached to her family that's attached to Babylon. You got to let that go. I'm not saying let it go and say fuck it. I'm saying you have to distance yourself from what no longer serves you so that you can evolve and become a greater version of yourself. But you can't do that stuck with people that don't want to grow. You trying to, a lot of the times we be trying to help people that don't want to help themselves. You feel me? A lot of the times we try to help people that don't want to help themselves. You can't love nobody more than they love themselves. You done tapped into the most honorable prophet, Eligio Bishop. You done tapped into God. You know you supposed to be grounding. You know you supposed to be eating right. You know you supposed to be growing out your antennas. All this. But you steady trying to teach them and help them and make sure that they know the knowledge. But you can't help them. Let the dead bury the dead. They already dead. They already deaf, dumb, and blind to the message. So you got to go do your thing, man. You got to go do your thing. And I want y'all to know, can't nobody leave me. I'm everything in my reality. People can only show me who they are. People can only show me who I'm not. That's it. You feel me? Can't nobody leave you. If somebody leave you, it's because the universe took them out your reality because they was no longer needed in your life. Facts. Facts. The universe take people, places, and things out your life because they no longer need it. You've learned the lesson from that situation. You don't need them no more. You done learn what you need to learn from that person or that place or that thing. Now it's time for you to apply it in your life and move forward. But if you stuck on the catalyst that came to show you who you are, then you're going to be stuck with them. And eventually you're going to cause chaos in your life. And eventually and inevitably, that person or that thing is still going to get stripped from your life so that you can still move forward. Because I tell you what, with the spiritual path, being God's children, we don't have a choice in this shit. We don't have a choice in this. I wish I could say I had a choice. I wish I could say I had a choice in what I was doing in my life, but I'm not. You think Chief got a choice in what he's doing? No, Chief was ordained to be doing what he's doing. I'm ordained to be doing this as well. So it's like, you just got to know who you are. Even Chief being gone. Chief is nobody leaves because everybody is a broadcast inside of your mind. But the fact that they took Chief away was actually the universe in my reality showing me that, okay, you had your teacher with you. You had God with you. You got all the knowledge you need. You got everything you need. I gave you everything that you need for you to be good by yourself. Now it's time for you to start to become the teacher. Because when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when a student is ready to be a teacher, the teacher will disappear. So God went into the shadows to test us to see who got faith in God for real. And as well, the universe, I tested myself as the universe to see how I was going to respond to this circumstance. And I think that I'm responding good. Because there's a whole bunch of different responses that I've seen and I'm still here. So I'm grateful for that. Because I'm wise. Because I listen. I pay attention. You feel me? So nothing can leave you. It is you. It's you. You extracting it out of your reality because you no longer need it no more. You no longer need it no more. You don't need it no more. 963. When you was in Puerto Rico with us, you wasn't there for a long time, but you learned something from me. I learned something from you. And when the time came, we separated. The universe extracted us out of each other's reality so that you can apply what you learn in your life. You don't need that person there no more. That person was just there as a catalyst. God gave them to you for you to, oh shit. That's what I be on the same time, but I be afraid to do that. That person's confident in doing that. Made me believe come in your life for you to believe in yourself. For you to see that you don't believe in yourself, but for you to see that you do believe in yourself. You feel me? So understand your mind, understand how your mind works and how your mind is going to come bring you. My reality, I know I like women. I like women. So I know my reality is going to give me a test through a woman. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to test me through a woman. I'm going to test me through money. I'm going to test me through trust. You see what I'm saying? I know me, so I know how I'm going to be testing myself. Andre, this what God teaches, bro. We don't think about stuff like this. We don't think about the everyday, real reality shit that we be going through. Half the time, y'all don't want to be around the people y'all around, and y'all only there because they my family. What? Nigga, family is frequency. We don't think the same. Oh, bitch, I'm gone. You don't gotta leave, I'm gone. Simple. But we be attached to the catalyst because we don't want to be alone, and we care about what other people think about us and how they gonna feel about what we doing with our life, and fuck all that. Fuck all that. I gotta go to sleep with myself. When I go into my dream, I leave by myself. I go into that dream by myself. Yeah, no surface dwelling over here. We deep thinkers over here, man. We deep thinkers over here. We deep thinkers. I keep saying think deeper. We deep thinkers over here. That's what we do. That's what we do. You feel me? My Father God has taught me how to unravel the universe inside of me. You feel me? Because you are the universe. So I've learned to understand myself and sit with myself. And know that when shit come into my reality, okay, let me watch it. Let me observe it. What is this person, place, or this thing here for? Shamana, what's good, Reflection? And that's the shit that you gotta ask yourself. You feel me? I always look back at my personal journey because I had to let go of 2 children in order for me to be on my spiritual journey. Think I wanted to do that? No, but somebody was talking about being a man. A real man makes the necessary sacrifices for the long term. So what I'm doing is for the long term. A lot of y'all want instant gratification. A lot of y'all don't want to sacrifice y'all little pleasures and women and men. Y'all don't want to sacrifice not having no money. Man, I'll sacrifice it all to become what I need to become. Because in order for you to be a follower of the Christ, you got to sacrifice it all. Don't nothing come before their mission. Nothing. And that's one of the rules of the divine man like God gives us. Nothing comes before a man's mission. Nothing comes before your mission. The mission first. And this is what you're going to have to realize, that you're going to have to make the necessary sacrifices. I didn't let go of my children or my baby mothers. I love them. They are me. They wouldn't exist without me. But what I did do is I distanced myself so that I can focus on me, because if I ain't focused on me and I don't know who I am and learn myself in and out, then how can I help them? How can I properly love them? How can I give them the most authentic version of me and the most loving part of me if I don't know it? And that's what you got to ask yourself. Damn, am I really loving myself? And if I'm not loving myself, how the fuck I'm going to love my children? How I'm going to love my so-called family if I ain't put myself in a situation that say and show that I love myself? We just be talking. Everybody just be talking, but don't nobody be moving. Everybody talk, but don't nobody do. Everybody talk, but don't nobody apply what they talking about. And that's why it's always honor and reverence to God, because he's created a movement. He created motion. He's an example, a living example. Our God is alive, a living example of what it looks like when you healing your generational curses, when you overcoming your demons, when you overcoming your lower self, when you getting rid of Babylon in your mind. I remember being with one of my baby mamas and they like, you need to go get a job. What? I need this. I need money. Oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I ain't nothing because I don't want to live in a system and be involved with a system that's destroying us. Well, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. You stay over there with them then. I'm gonna go and do what I said I was gonna do, like I told you. You decided to go do that. So I'm gonna go do this over here, and may your knowledge lead you to his wisdom. I'm gonna show you where mine going. All these stipulations. What we talking about? What we talking about? It's my way or no way. You want it's my way or you go Babylon. And I decided to go. I decided to go find my God. I decided to go get with God. I wasn't playing about this shit. No, my kids will never starve. My kids will never starve. Ever. They can never starve. And I promise you, 5-10 years from now, you're gonna see what I've did, what I've done, and how it made sense. Y'all just don't understand it right now because y'all ain't going through this right now. But if y'all was going through or went through what niggas was going through, peace, Mama Sure. If y'all was going through what niggas was going through, then y'all understand. Y'all don't have the empathy and the wisdom and the experiences, so y'all can't relate to what we be talking about. But that's why we have compassion on y'all. Appreciate that, God. That's why we have compassion, because it's forgive you for you know not what you do. Because you too gonna have to go pick up your look. We don't exist. Chief is a broadcast inside of your own mind. Chief is a projection of you. I want y'all to know that. So what you say and do says everything about who you are. It don't matter what nobody else doing. It matters what you doing and how you respond to life, because life is you.com. And a lot of y'all haven't been in situations and circumstances that allow you to interpret what's going on and to have empathy for other people. But you, like I said, you too have to pick up your unk and walk and overcome your generational curses. Whether it's this lifetime or the next, you too got to walk that path. And all roads going to lead you back to God. All roads going to lead you back to the source, because it's the knowledge. Chief is the embodiment of the knowledge, of the knowledge, the Christ consciousness. This is what y'all don't understand. Y'all worry so much about the messenger. But what about the message? What about what was said? What about all the hours of information, that ancient information that was being given to awaken you to the dream that we are in? But it's okay. We forgive you for you know not what you do. But you too have to walk your path. And when you begin to walk your path, trust and believe that the knowledge and the information will be right there on Imagination Productions or on Jax the God 369 YouTube. It's going to be right there for you to tap into so that you can understand what we were saying. You feel me? So, wake up. Yeah, they say they like the knowledge, but they don't know how to apply it. Some people's astrological programs hasn't been enabled for them to apply truth to their lives. So yeah, remember, we all are connected through DNA. DNA is the mind of God. So yeah, we all have the truth in us, but is that truth activated in you? So a lot of people can hear it. It's said in Isaiah in the Bible. A lot of people are under the prophecy of Isaiah, for they will be ever hearing, but never truly hearing, and ever perceiving, but not truly perceiving. Because the truth is in you, but some of them genes is not activated for you to apply the truth. You might have to be a demon. You might have to play as a hindrance to somebody else's spiritual growth this lifetime. You feel me? Because somebody has to play the opposition. Appreciate that, God. Somebody got to play the opposition. But no matter what, all roads gonna lead to the source. Exactly. 3 is free. All roads gonna lead to the source. And this is the inevitable. And this is the change that we all are afraid of and that we all run from. Ascension is gonna take change. You're gonna have to die many, many times. I've died before. I've lost everything before. Everything. I've died before, Reflection. Are you willing to let things go? Are you willing to let everything go and start from scratch and become a new being? Because that's what's gonna happen for you to wake up. That's what has to happen for you to level up. Things gonna get taken out your life. It's gonna get stripped away from you. Even your kids, Vanessa. Shit, and look, and this is the scary part about it, y'all. This shit can get scary, y'all. Look, y'all. Some of us think that we in control, but we not in control of this. Like God teaches, the universe is in control of this. We're only experiencing what's happening to us. So with that being said, you can try to control your reality and try to hold on to your kids. Man, the universe will kill your kid, bruh. The universe will make your kid get sick and your kid will die. Your boyfriend or your baby dad or your baby mama will go to jail or some shit and literally just randomly get taken away from you. So it's best that you move in harmony with the universe and you take warning and heed to the signs before that happens. Because when it's time for you to level up, when it's time for the universe to level you up, there's nothing that you can do. It's nothing that no person, place, or thing in your life can do to be separated. It's inevitable. It's a change that must happen. So just prepare yourself for that. Prepare yourself. Hey, it said in the Bible, come like a thief in the night. The universe will come like a thief in the night and take everything that you hold dear to yourself just so that you can feel what it feels like to be by yourself and sit with yourself so that you can go through that evolution. You see, One Love Jones, you said you had to bury one already, but what did that teach you though? You supposed to be, it's a lesson from that. It's a lesson from that. And a lot of the times children die because people be in relationships with the father or the mother and y'all not supposed to be together. It's a deconstructive interference. It does not work for y'all. It's not working for y'all and it will not work. So a lot of the time shit like that happen to get you out of that situation because it later on down the line it's more detrimental for you to be in it. So the universe will take it from you real quick so that you can move on to better motherfucking spots, better spaces in your mind. Appreciate that, Shamana. But you gotta understand that you gotta understand your program. How your program gonna utilize your thoughts and utilize shit to come play a game with you. I remember when I was younger and things didn't go my way. Shit did not used to go my way when I was a kid, man. My mother used to be like, my mother's a Scorpio, so she used to change. She used to drastic, traumatic shit happening in life. So my mother used to always tell me, she used to be like, play the game. Play the game. I'll be like, fuck you mean play the game? I never understood what she meant by play the game until Chief taught me that life is a video game. It's a holographic video game that you're playing on yourself. And oh shit, when things don't go my way in my reality, I can't point the finger. I can't play the victim. I gotta play the game. I gotta respond correctly. I gotta respond with a healthy perspective because this is my reality. Real shit, Shamana. My mother used to be like, play the game. I used to be like, what? Bitch, what you talking about? Give me that. I got a second house Mars, so it's Taurus, so I want shit right now. I might get upset if I don't get it. I might want to fight if I don't get it. But I'm not going to do that because we're non-violent. But as a kid, I would want to go that route. I want it now. I'll go steal it if I couldn't get it. Play the game the right way. And it's always reverence and honor to God, to the Eligio Bishop the Dreamer, because he showed me how to play the game the right way through studying my astrological program and understanding how reality works and understanding how my thoughts work in tandem with my universe. You feel me? And I appreciate that lottery. 3 is free, man. 3 is free, man. You feel me? You feel me? Free 3. Free 3. Yeah. Free 3. 3 free. 3 free. Appreciate the follow reflection. Free Chief, man. This how you gain control over your mind when things going, and that's how I've been learning how to utilize and heal myself. Shit happen in your reality. Okay, I can just go eat and get over it. I can go have sex and get over it. I can go smoke and get over it. I can go drink and get over it. No, I'm about to go rationalize this shit and be objective and go talk and express myself and let this shit go. And in the process, I'm going to help someone else get through this. Somebody else might have not ever heard Chief's download about New Level, New Devil. I've heard it, so I'm gonna give y'all my understanding from what I've heard and what I've gained from it. And I remember hearing that download in like 2017 when I was going through my ascension process, when I was going through the universe stripping me of everything that no longer served me. I remember watching that, and that video gave me so much light. I'm gonna repost that on every social media page I got today. That video gave me so much life. New level, new devil. Bitch, it's time to ascend. It's time for me to level up. I was feeling it. You can feel it. You can feel it when it's time for you to level up. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. A lot of people think they strong because they big. You gotta be strong here. You gotta be strong here. That's what matters. Are you willing to go through the necessary pain to become your greatest version? You think that it's... Look, if y'all ever watched The Eagle... No, I'm from Cleveland, Blaza. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm from the land. But God from New York. You feel me? So shout out to New York. Shout out Manhattan. But growth requires pain. Exactly, Shamana. They tell you in the military, no pain, no gain. Nigga, pain is weakness leaving the body. Pain is weakness leaving the mind. Things that no longer serves you leaving your mind. You're letting go and you're releasing those thoughts, those ideas, or attachment to ideas and certain perspectives that no longer hold weight in your reality and where life is taking you. You feel me? Think about it. If y'all ever seen a documentary or a what's the joint called? Animal Planet. Or go look up an eagle. And what an eagle does, an eagle goes through transformation. When it breaks its beak grows back, but it'll go isolate itself and it'll go destroy its beak. It'll go claw its beak off, hit it motherfucking beak on the ground, break it, and it'll grow back. But imagine how painful that is for an eagle to go through. Imagine how painful it is for you to go through the ascension process. It's going to feel like painful. It's going to feel like somebody stabbing you in the chest. It's going to feel like somebody hitting you in the head with something when things start getting taken away from you, because it's an emotional attachment to it. So it's going to feel like you dying. It's going to feel like, oh shit, I got to leave my kids. Look, the crazy part about it is that, watch this. I decided to stay around and stick around with one of my baby mothers. And I decided to try to get on my feet, right? So I went to barber school to get a barber's license so I can start cutting hair to get money and be on my own time. I did that. I got an apartment, car, real quick, nigga, real quick. Come here. The baby mama didn't even want to move in with me, and I was like, damn, so I'm staying stuck here. I could have already went to Mexico with Chief and them. You see what I'm saying? So I stayed in a situation longer than I was supposed to, and the universe still didn't even let me have it. That just goes to show you that you still got to move and do what your heart is calling you to do.
You talking.
But yeah, though, you feel me? You feel me, y'all? So I just wanted to drop that on y'all today, man. You feel me? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate everybody that came here and showed support. Hey, you supporting me, you're supporting our king, man, because everything I do is for God. So we appreciate y'all. We acknowledge y'all. We love y'all, man. I love myself, man. You feel me? Ascension. We're here to ascend through our astrological programs. We're here to ascend through our debilitations, through our demons, which are our negative vibrational thought forms, right? Everything in your reality, people, places, and things are being used as catalysts for you to overcome, for you to make it to the next level or growth in your reality. So that's what it is, man. Shamana, I'm going to follow you because you new in here, man. Where 963 at? 963, I'm going to follow you too because you back on the path, man. I love myself, y'all, man. Hey, as always, reflected life from the most honorable prophet, Eligio Bishop, man. Free God, 3 God. Y'all know the vibes.